28 Parmenter Street, Sandy Russo. She's the owner-operator of LuLu's Candy Shop, which is located 61 Salem Street. She's entered into a lease agreement with the landowner of 28 Parmenter Street to open a retail business at that location. There's no zoning relief or CD license required. This is just really a courtesy that Sandy's coming in front of the board to tell us a little bit about what she plans on doing on Parmenter Street. Welcome, and we're happy to have you here. Thank you for coming, Sandy.
Here I am again, sorry.
Okay.
Thank you, Madam President. Dan Toscano, attorney at law. To my left is Sandy Russo, my right, Sandy Russo, owner of LuLu's Candy Shop on Salem Street. Sandy just recently leased out 28 Parmenter Street, and it's going to be a location where she's going to do most of her baking in that particular location. She is also going to conduct some classes, whoever wants a cooking, baking classes there, and host parties. When I say parties, I mean for, birthday parties for kids, teach them how to bake, or any other specialty parties that may exist, but certainly not the parties that I think myself or some of the adults would like to go to, but mainly for the kids. In regards to this particular location, it's already zoned as retail, so no zoning is required. We certainly wanted to get before the neighborhood group to inform them of what we're doing as a professional courtesy, and to ask the community if they had any questions in regards to when, what's going to happen. And I think we all know Sandy's business on Salem Street and what she's done on Hanover Street in the past. So she's an experienced business owner, someone who lives in the North End, invested in our community. Her daughter goes to school in the North End, comes here to the Mazzaro Center, and she's expanding her business. And I think it's a great idea what she wants to do at this particular location. So, yeah.
Can I ask you a quick question? If you hold, just for knowledge, if you hold events with people coming, like a birthday party, that sort of thing, does it require a special permit, a special temporary permit? Does it require any particular sort of?
George, I don't think it does.
I don't know.
Yeah, no. My research tells me no. And it's owned as retail. Although there's probably not going to be anything sold out of there. Maybe. Yeah, some baking accessories may be sold there, but really no items. Everything's going to be sold out of the Salem Street location. But the bars will be more like for kids if they wanted to have a little birthday party there, and part of their party is baking cookies, muffins, or a cake. And so
I suggest though that you check into what the perimeters of that are, because I am sure there's some sort of license involved. Everything else involved.
If they have live entertainment, they have to require a different license.
Right, yeah.
So if they have a birthday party with a marching band, they have to go get these.
Yeah, you have to.
No, but whenever you assemble people under in any commercial space, if you're going to do it on a regular basis, I would suggest you check into it, because I'm sure that the city has some sort of a permit that's required. We've run into that problem with some certain commercial spaces in the North End that didn't have the proper permits to operate just recently, and that's something that you might want to look into, and I would suggest you do.
Okay.
You're not going in front of the zoning board of appeals for this?
No.
You don't have any?
We don't even need a CP
No.
license.
No, nothing.
Nothing.
So there's no vote required on our part, you just do this as a courtesy.
And
Are you
the-
going to do any baking this evening? Yeah.
Yes.
There's no kitchen, there's no anything like that. You don't have to go in front of the licensing board, the building department to get an up-to-code kitchen.
You need to go to health department.
Health.
You need a health review.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Health plan
probably
review.
right. That's the only thing we need.
The ovens are, they don't need to be vented, they're electric convection. They can even use them in a gas station, they're really good ovens. I've been using them for years for that purpose, so that I don't have to go, to the roof. And they're not really high heat, they heat up in 5 minutes. They're not like the deck ovens. And then just a stove for boiling sugar and chocolate. That's what it is. It's very simple.
And sales will continue out of your Salem Street location and not.
Yeah, the kitchen's too small there, so I have to do a lot. We're trying to cater now to allergy. We have a lot of people, other than nuts, because I can't do that,
A lot of nuts in the
the gluten-free and the dairy-free products. There's a lot of kids and adults, and so yeah, that's too small.
Want to talk to us a little bit about neighborhood notification, Dan?
Yes, neighborhood notification, letters went out, and when they were mailed out is, when were they? I believe they were mailed, I don't know when, I usually write it down. When they were, but they were mailed out to all the residents all along Parmenter Street, and once again, using the resident voters list. So to those who I knew, they got one addressed specifically to them. If I didn't know, it was just to the resident of the specific apartment, and that was mailed out at some point. I can tell you when I bought the stamps, though, so that was, I bought the stamps on November the 12th, so went out probably around there.
Any council members have any questions?
Can I make a suggestion? That place used to be a bakery years ago.
Right.
There used to be the old Umberto's. So I would check into the occupancy before you do anything kitchen-wise, because you may actually have the occupancy for that.
We do.
Yeah, so just keep in mind that whenever you put kitchen equipment in, if you do get an inspection, you're gonna have to follow certain guidelines that the health department has, and they're pretty strict at this time. So just keep that in mind.
Okay, anybody have any questions in the audience? Anybody, any questions, comments? Questions, Sandy, at the end, no?
Thank you.
very
Well,
much
thank you
for
for
your
hearing
time.
us.
Good luck, Sandy.
Thank
We hope
you.
it's very successful for you.
Well,